What's up, good people? What's up, good people? It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder, coming to you on this Finish Strong Friday. It's Finish Strong Friday, y'all. Y'all know what we do on Fridays. We have no choice but to finish strong. And what we're doing today, I'm excited about today. I'm excited because I got just looking at some things, feeling really motivated going into the weekend, just feeling great about the information that I am about to give to you all today. Y'all know all week we've been talking about the 5 steps to building your business ecosystem. It's been about building your ecosystem, your business ecosystem, and your personal ecosystem too, because you should have a personal ecosystem. What are those people and places that you have in your business, in your personal ecosystem? Like, you may have a favorite restaurant that you go to. You should have a mechanic in your personal ecosystem. I'm telling you, you must have a mechanic, an attorney, and a doctor in your personal ecosystem. You want to have that in your ecosystem. So, and then for entrepreneurs, for doctors, for those that are lawyers, you should have where you are part of someone's personal business ecosystem. So we're talking about that, but we're talking it using the lens, coming through the lens of Black Wall Street. This is Black History Month. This is the 3rd day of Black History Month, y'all. So happy Black History Month again today. We got 28 days of this. Y'all know I'm Black 365, so it's more than just these 28 days. But we're emphasizing, the stress, some things about Black history that you might not have looked at or you might not have considered. But this is the time that we kind of hone in on it. And having a business ecosystem is one of those things that I wanted to focus on, using the Black Wall Street as a template. So we've talked about vision, we've talked about creativity, we've talked about planning. Today we're going to talk about resilience. You see that business consulting kit? That's what one of the products that we have available here at JNF Enterprises, y'all. We want to be able to offer that to you as an entrepreneur, so that you can be successful in. Oh, I'm sorry about the camera, y'all. I hate that too when people want to move the camera, but I'm trying to switch things around, so I'm trying to keep them in place. So, but having a business ecosystem, we've talked about all of these things today, this week. But today, I'm going to talk about. I got some stuff for y'all today. We're talking about resilience. And what I did was I looked up the definition of resilience. And I wrote down some information that I saw, and I want to share it with you all this morning. But it's going to be the 5 pillars of a resilient skill set, someone who has the skill of resiliency, and then 8 things that resilient people do. I'm gonna share that with y'all, and we're gonna end this Finish Strong Friday. We're gonna end it finishing strong. We're gonna go into the weekend understanding and knowing what this first week of Black History Month is about. You know, it was only 3 days or half the week, but we're still going to call it a full week because I've done it all week. This all week, focused on this all week. So I first want to read you the definition of what resilience is. This is the definition of resilience. It is the capacity to withstand or to recover quickly from difficulties. It is the capacity to withstand or to recover quickly from difficulties. And here's the one word that they use right behind it: toughness. Toughness. That's what resiliency is in one word: toughness. And I want you to hold that toughness that I know that you have. You have toughness. Remember that. You have the capacity to withstand or to recover quickly from difficulties. That's what Black Wall Street was able to do. Even though they came back and they weren't able to fully recover the town of Black Wall Street. But here's what we've done. Those people were able to still, even though it wasn't the power, they weren't back, they didn't get back to the magnificence of Black Wall Street and what it did, but what it gave us, the capacity of where we are now and what we're doing now. Because we have the capacity, we have the ability to be able to rebuild, and we've been rebuilding Black Wall Street, some of us. That you can go in Georgia, right outside of Atlanta. There's called the New Black Wall Street, which is where it's a market. It's a building that houses nothing but black-owned businesses, just like Black Wall Street. Like I told you, Black Wall Street was 600 businesses, y'all. 600 businesses, 21 churches, 21 restaurants, 30 grocery stores. 30 grocery stores. A bus system, libraries, attorney offices, hotel. Mr. Gurley, who was the originator of Black Wall Street, bought the 40 acres and would only sell it to black people. Even though, and that was in 1906. And I told y'all, it didn't start overnight. Black Wall Street didn't start overnight. 1921 was when it was actually bombed and destroyed. But the people of Black Wall Street were resilient. They were tough. That's what we are. We are tough. Are you resilient? Hear the pillars. I want you to write these down. So I hope y'all got your pen and paper today, because y'all gonna have to write this stuff down. I'm gonna give you the pillars of resilience. Okay, the 5 resilience skills. So I want you to think about these, but write them down. Self-awareness, mindfulness, self-care, positive relationships, and purpose. I'm going to say those again for y'all. Here are 5 resilience skills. Self-awareness, mindfulness, self-care, positive relationships, and purpose. This is what made Black Wall Street, made them resilient. They were self-aware. They knew who they were. They didn't look for anyone else or look to anyone else to define who they were. They were self-aware. They had a mindfulness, which means they had a mind to do what it is, like I told you, to do what it is that they did in creating 600 businesses. 600 businesses, y'all. They created 600 businesses. 21, what did I say? 21 churches, 21 restaurants, 30, what did I say? 30, 30, I forgot what I said, 30, I forgot what it was right now, y'all. I'm just so excited about what I'm giving you all. A bus system, a transportation system, hotel, library, law offices. All of it right there. Because they had self-awareness. They had a mindfulness. They had self-care, which was taking care of themselves. Making sure that they took care of themselves. They had a positive relationships with each other. That's one of the things that we have to, if you're gonna have a business ecosystem, you must have positive relationships. That business ecosystem must have positive relationships. And then also in your business ecosystem, you got to have purpose. The people that are in your business ecosystem, you all have to have a purpose, a uniting purpose. You should have a common purpose. Now, you may have individual purposes as far as your business goes, but collectively, you must have one purpose, one goal. That's what building a business ecosystem is about. I promise you. In people, successful people's business ecosystem, you'll find these characteristics. You'll find these skill sets that I just gave you. So I hope you're writing them down. I hope you wrote them down, because I want you to be able to understand that this is what it's going to take to build a business ecosystem. This is what it's going to take to be resilient. And let me give you these, and then I'm done. Y'all. I'm done, because I got to get going with my day. But 8 things resilient people do. And I want you to write these down as well. 8 things that resilient people do. Here's what they do. They stay flexible and open-minded. They practice patience and kindness. They are generally optimistic. They live in the present. They value and build good relationships. There's that relationship thing again, y'all. I keep telling y'all, it's about relationships. Relationships are resources. They know and consider their limits. Understand your limitations. Stay in your lane. That's what that means. Stay in your lane. Know your lane. Know what it is that you do, how you do it, how you can do it. And for your business ecosystem, know what it is that you can offer, and then know what it is that the person that's in your business ecosystem has to offer to you. And don't expect them to go outside of that limitation. They know how to handle rejection and make backup plans. Do you have a backup plan? Do you have what's your backup plan for this project? What's your backup plan for that project? Because you're gonna get rejections, or you're gonna get things that go around that may happen that you have to make adjustments to. Do you have a backup plan? Are you able to adjust on the fly? It's one of the things, real quick, that I talk about when I talk about the Baltimore Ravens. Y'all know I'm blue, black, and purple till I die. Baltimore Ravens are my team, right? But the one thing that I've said about the coaching of the Baltimore Ravens is they have no ability to make adjustments. They, for whatever reason, refuse to adjust their game plan. They come in with a game plan, and when that game plan doesn't go perfectly according to the way that they designed it, they have no ability to make adjustments halftime, because I've seen the other teams that they play make adjustments. They made adjustments to the Ravens, see what they're doing, make adjustments. But the Ravens refuse. Ravens coaching staff refuse to make adjustments. They don't see matchups and say, okay, they've done this, I've got to do that. It's chess. It's a chess game. Football is a chess game. Building a business ecosystem is a chess game, part of a chess game. Do you have the capacity to know how to handle rejection and to make backup plans? And instead saying backup plans, make adjustments. Were the people of Black Wall Street able to make they got the worst form of rejection, which was where their city was totally destroyed, so they had to adjust. Their plan was to rebuild, which they did. They rebuilt, Some of them were displaced, never came back, but there were some that stayed. If you read the story of Black Wall Street, some of them stayed and rebuilt. That's resilience. And the last one on here, they like spending time alone. What's your alone time look like, y'all? What's your alone time look like to assess who's in your business ecosystem? What's your alone time look like to do an analysis on your business? We talk about this all the time, y'all, where we do these, whether it's monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, annual reviews of you, your business, and your brand. And I'm going to add to that, part of that analysis is looking at your business ecosystem. Do you take a look at who's in your network? Do you take a look at who needs to be in your network? 600 businesses, y'all. They had a one of the strongest business ecosystems that you could look at and model from. Question is, are you willing to build yours? Do you have the capacity to build yours? And part of what the advantage of having a business ecosystem is, it gives you the capacity, the ability to be resilient. One of the reasons why Black Wall Street was able to rebuild and somewhat build back, it didn't build back better, but it built back, was because of the ecosystem that it had. The system that it had created didn't just go away. The mindset, the mindfulness didn't go away, hasn't gone away. It's actually been instilled in us 3 generations, 2 generations later, 3 generations. Because like I said, that was my grandparents' generation. I'm 54. So that's my grandmother. My grandmother's generation. Actually, maybe even not her. Yeah, she was born in 1919. So she was only she was only 2 years old at the time. So that was, she grew, it happened in her generation. She was born, but she wasn't a child. She wasn't even a, she was a baby. She was literally a baby. 2 years old, she was a toddler. But that generation, my great grandparents, if you will, because they were the adults back then, they had a mindfulness, y'all. They had a self-awareness, y'all. They had self-care, y'all. They had positive relationships, y'all. And here's the last thing, they had purpose. They had purpose. They had a purpose. What's the purpose of your business ecosystem? Is it to connect? Is it to build? Is it to grow? Why am I telling you about these 5 steps to building a business ecosystem? Because we want you to be successful, not only as an entrepreneur, not only as a brand, but as an individual too. And like I said, this business, you should have a personal ecosystem as well. Like I said, do you have a doctor that you go to? Do you have an attorney that you go to? Do you have a mechanic that you go to? Do you have a store? What stores do you regularly go to? And I'm gonna be, y'all know what it is. We're emphasizing this week. What businesses do you support? Take a look at them. Do the businesses that you support on a regular basis, do they match, or do they look like people like you? Do those businesses, are they owned by people that look like you? Because here's the facts, y'all. And I wrote this down too. the dollar, and this is the reason, one of the reasons, another significant reason for the business ecosystem is the dollar. This is how you make the community stronger, because the dollars that recycle in your community before it leaves out. The Asian community, 30 days. That's how many times or how long it circulates within that community before it leaves the community. 30 days. I'm going to give y'all these are facts. 30 days for the Asian community. The Jewish community, 20 days. 20 days. That's 3 weeks, y'all. So it's in their community 3 weeks. Asian community, it's in their community for 30 days. The white community, 17 days. That's just over 2 weeks. But you know how many times the dollar circulates in the black community? 6 hours. That's it. 6 hours. So that's the importance of having that business ecosystem, that personal ecosystem, and being intentional about our dollars. This Black History Month, y'all. We telling it like it is. 6 hours. That is unacceptable. We have to be more purposeful. If we're going to be resilient people, that's got to change. That's got to go from, and it doesn't have to be overnight. It doesn't have to go from 6 hours to 30 days in 1 month. But we have to be strategic about it. Go from 6 hours to a week. 6 hours to, I'll take 5 days. I'll take 5 days. I'll take 4 days. I'll take a day. But we've got to be intentional about building this business ecosystem if we're going to change that. Building the business ecosystem changes that. Changes that dynamic. We go from 6 hours to 24 hours to a day to 5 days to 8 days to 15 days. That's the only way we're going to be able to do it, y'all. We've got to be intentional, as my mom says. If we're going to change our communities, we've got to be intentional. We've got to be self-aware. We've got to have mindfulness. We've got to practice self-care, taking care of us. We've got to have positive relationships and not thinking negatively about our businesses. And our businesses have to step up and be committed to providing quality products and quality service. And then we've got to be purposeful. We've got to have, positive relationships. And then we've got to have purpose. We have to have a common purpose. We have to be purposeful in building our business ecosystem. I told y'all today I was not playing. I got excited bringing this information to y'all. So I hope you wrote it down. Hope you wrote this stuff down. If not, you can go to the replay and write it down. Make sure that you have it. I've been doing it. These are principles, y'all. I'm not doing this just to do this. There's a method and to this madness. There's a reason why we need to have the Kwanzaa principles. There's a reason why we have to have the principles that I gave last week of the MVP business. There's a reason why we have the 5 steps to building a business ecosystem. When we have the mindset and we practice these principles, we then and we make use of these principles, we then create for us to have the ability to be successful, where our dollars recycle in our community more than 6 hours. That ain't even you getting your paycheck and running to Walmart to spend it. That's literally paid on Friday, you know, check gone on Friday. Or check gone before you even get it. Because it's already spent. But that's how we build this business economic ecosystem. Hope this has helped somebody this week. I hope you all have gained something from it. Next week we're going to be focused on another aspect of Black History Month. I'm going to be using this template, Black Wall Street. It gave us the example. It gave us the black print for what we need to do in order to be able to be successful. And I don't know if I'll use Black Wall Street next week. I just might, and I got to think about it just over the weekend. I may use Dr. King's book. That just might be what I do. Where do we go from here? Chaos or community? That might be a good one for the second week. Y'all watch out. I got something for y'all. I'm excited. So anyway, finish strong Friday. Take this day, finish strong. Build that business ecosystem that you must have, that you should have in order to be able to be successful. I told you, it's not just about starting a business. It's about keeping those doors open. The way we keep those doors open is by having that black business ecosystem, having a business ecosystem. Black Wall Street gave us the template, gave us the example. So, it's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder. We'll talk to y'all. I want you to have a great weekend. Have a phenomenal weekend. Do something fun. Do something fun. Take time out for you. Self-care. Self-care. Do something fun. Spend time with your family. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Oh, y'all see I'm saying I got my hoodie on. Got my hoodie on today. My Travis Hunter's, the Travis Hunter Foundation. I want you to go. You can actually support his foundation. The hoodies, actually, when you purchase a hoodie, part of the proceeds goes towards his foundation that you definitely want to support. It's an awesome foundation that he has for young men that he works with, that he supports. You definitely want to do that. He's a great guy that has some phenomenal things going on and what he does. So I want you to support his foundation, Travis Hunter Foundation. Phenomenal cause, phenomenal deal. That's what that business ecosystem. That's what it's about. Having foundations, having people like this in your business ecosystem. That's what we need to do in order to be able to be successful, in order to be able to be who we are purposed to be. So it's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., and the Impact Builder, and we'll talk to y'all on Monday. Have a great week.